Hey guys, welcome to the Nobodies podcast. I'm Ariel Italic. I'm here with DJ Accent Report.
Hi.
And we've got a couple special guests. Returning champion Tom Blunt from Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab is here.
Hello.
As well as Gwarsenio Hall.
Oh my god.
2 Minutes to Late Night. And we're all going to talk about what the fuck we just watched, what the fuck was it called?
The greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh,
It's the greatest. It's the greatest one.
We are contractually required to refer to it as that.
Yeah.
Propaganda, I think that's called.
The longest Royal Rumble.
Oh, but
Is it the longest? It must be.
100. You can't. There's 50 people.
50 times 90 seconds.
I forced them to clarify when Accident Report was like, there are 50 people. I really, truly believed he said 15 and had to or at least I was hoping there was a chance that you had said 15.
5-0.
And yet it was a disappointment.
I think they repeated people.
Oh my god. Are we going to start talking about that? Do we have
we should probably start by talking about the weird politics of all of this.
Okay.
Because that seems to be the kind of shadow under which this all falls.
That in itself could be an entire episode.
Well, we'll just delve into it a little.
Yeah.
Very skate on the surface of those politics.
Yeah.
Obviously, no ladies ever.
Yeah.
No. 0 women.
It's like The Handmaid's Tale. There's freedom to, and there's freedom from. And this time around, the women were free from participating in the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Good for them. They escaped the lack of color correction that was on this entire...
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was a weird... It's like a post-apocalyptic WB show where everything's just a little gray. That's how you know that the apocalypse happened, because things are gray. It's like that gritty Riverdale reboot.
Yeah.
I guess that one's actually really saturated.
I haven't watched a second of it.
Me either. I've seen screen caps, and that one, Archie's dyed red hair just seems real saturated.
Yikes.
I feel bad that they made Daddy H number one wrestle here and also be the press voice for this event.
He came out with some comments about how he has to respect the cultural differences of a place and that he hopes that someday they'll be more progressive and can allow it, but until then.
Yeah.
And he's
you can tell in his office he was just like throwing all the hammers that he put onto his panties. Because, he fought really hard to make the India match between Sasha and Alexa.
Yeah, he's been fighting for women for, a lot of it, and I think the sweet sound of Saudi coins falling into his hands ended up...
But don't worry, they have big plans for the 22nd century.
Well,
sorry.
You go.
I was just going to say, if I was in the face of that much coin, I am here to yell at this company for everything they do wrong. But if I saw that much money, I'd be like, I'll do whatever you want with however many no women you need, whatever.
They paid the rumor that Jerry the King Lawler, supposedly somewhat confirmed by accident, is that they paid the women a huge bonus for not appearing.
That is so depressing.
That is super depressing, but whatever.
I'm sure those girls are just I'll take that money and stay home, cool.
Yeah. And then we got a good crypto progressive commercial about how exciting it is that women can drive in Saudi Arabia. It was all oh, finally there's hope for us. We can drive. And I'm like, this is so sad.
Yeah.
The whole look of the whole thing was just sad. Just watching... old men on phones sitting in the chairs that I have in my living room.
No one was paying attention.
Yeah, this audience was disengaged. Fully facing away from the ring.
They were having a business meeting.
Talking amongst themselves.
It's as if hundreds of people in the front rows had all ordered pizzas and the delivery guys were all out front and they were all trying to coordinate at the same time.
Yeah,
did they buzz in?
A cloud of depression hanging over the whole thing.
Yeah,
and it really was contagious to me personally. I felt depressed and oppressed and repressed and just pressed.
That's what turned the belt green, I think.
Yeah. So a weird, complicated thing that happened today. Well, so Sarah Shockey from Marty and Sarah Love Wrestling had an idea that if they're going to do some kind of bullshit where they pull a no women's pay-per-view, that they should probably, if they were actual smart progressive people, which they are not, do like right after it, be like, by the way, we're gonna throw like a 3-hour women's only pay-per-view. Like we'll do it in England or something, and like of course they're not doing that.
No.
And then it gets even more complicated because apparently someone on Twitter suggested that idea to Dave Meltzer, who's like the world's most esteemed wrestling critic.
Ugh.
And then Meltzer said some crazy drunk uncle shit of like, could you imagine if you said that sentence about the black performers in the WWE?
Right.
And how disgusted people would be by that.
Right. Oh, but we want to make sure we respect every culture's, like, hullabaloo.
Yeah, the way he said it was really fucked up.
Yeah, the phrasing
And
of it was
also,
strange.
to be dead honest with you, I would love an all like black performer pay-per-view. Not for the reasons, but just like, they're all really good.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't.
Sounds good. Bring it on.
Naomi versus Sasha? Are you
I want
kidding
it.
me?
Which of the white dudes would get vocally angry that he wasn't allowed to compete in it?
Randy.
AJ.
Oh, I was gonna say Dolph Ziggler.
3 different answers.
I mean, a solid majority of them, as it turns out. This is the WWE.
No, Finn wouldn't be mad about that.
No, Finn is a sweet baby angel, and we all know that. I would
Yeah.
never implicate Finn in this nonsense.
He was
We love
chastened
baby
in his black duds.
But I'm going with Randy would be the most angry because he got the biggest cheer of the whole night because they were like, that guy's the most opposite of a woman, hooray.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's the opposite of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Everything that I like.
Yeah, the culture around this, the whole thing was just felt weird. I felt like I was in a weird commercial for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Or it's just it's a commercial for the WWE for Saudi Arabia that we are voyeuristically watching and should technically not have access to.
It's quite Baudrillardian in a sense of just like a complete, like, it's so fake to convince the rest of the world that there are real things in the world, but nothing's real.
We need to start releasing like a reading list to go along with each of our podcasts.
We do.
Because
This
you
is a book
always
club.
Handmaid's
pull
Tale,
out some
Baudrillard.
crazy I'm sorry, listeners. If you didn't go to like grad school, you're maybe like
you have a better job prospect than me because you didn't go to grad school. So congratulations on not going to grad school. It's a very wise decision.
But just like Wikipedia Baudrillard, if you can even figure out how to spell it.
I mean,
It's 5 L's.
Honestly, on the 2 Minutes to Late Night podcast, we do the same thing, and to our poor metal listeners.
Go Google that too.
Yeah.
Let's do a match.
Yeah, we could talk about matches now, I guess. They were awful, all of them.
Yeah, it was really
Turns
sleepy.
out, when you only pay attention to men, everything gets worse.
Yep.
It's true.
So the first match that was terrible was John Cena versus Triple H.
Oh, slow motion, old muscle.
I forgot that happened.
It was a bizarre start because I had I was filled with anxiety, and I wasn't sure if no one was looking at like the ring or whatever. I was wondering. I was like, is this their first time seeing like wrestling? Just because I didn't know, I've never seen just the like viewership etiquette so off. And we watched WrestleMania where everyone threw beach balls and yelled, "This is awful."
Yeah.
For 3 hours.
Yeah,
At least they were watching.
Yeah, these people wouldn't have known if it was awful or not.
Yeah.
Because they weren't looking.
No.
To be honest, I didn't either.
I was
not sure.
also looking at my phone.
It was like the main floor of like Wall Street, like the stock market going in the background. That might have actually been happening for all we know.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't watching because I knew it was awful, though. To be fair, I had made an informed decision and decided that this was bad. Mm-hmm. I don't think that they were even sure how many people were in the ring. The answer is only 2, but I don't think they took the time to count.
Yeah, the only time my eyes were at the screen for longer than just like 20 seconds was like Triple H's intro, but that's because I'm legally not allowed to pay attention to a Motorhead song. It's in my contract.
Yeah, it's true. The weird propaganda speech they made Cena deliver after winning was also bizarre and unsettling and robotic.
Especially
No,
when
ma'am.
we know that he is entertaining and charismatic, and it was like a weird robot head giving the lines like pre-programmed. It was weird.
He looked sadder giving that speech than just delivering the news that his engagement was off.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Maybe he's just in a mood about other things and we're being mean.
Maybe we're being mean, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry, John Cena.
I like John Cena.
Someone else will marry
I
him.
love
He's
John
fine.
Cena.
I don't think he wants that.
All right, well, then no one else will marry him. That's fine, too. You live your
John-
life.
He
John,
should
you
marry
don't have to get
himself.
married. You're fine.
Go spread that big butt all around the world.
Yeah. Let everyone have it.
We had a lot of costume fantasies for John Cena during that match, specifically about him in some kind of Rocky Horror getup.
Oh, yeah,
God.
because I feel like the reason why they put him in those, denim cargo shorts is so that people will pay attention to literally anything but, his butt. So, if he came out in some kind of, if he was strutting in some kind of skin-tight number, it would be too much. There would be nothing else. First of all, it won't fly in Saudi Arabia. They can't handle it.
No, they really couldn't handle
It's like
a
he's been-
fishnetted John Cena.
He's been dressing for Saudi Arabia his whole life, and he just didn't realize it till tonight. Maybe that's why he was sad.
I don't know, do we have materials that have that much stretch in them?
8-way stretch.
That is just,
spandex.
They don't make fishnets that stretch that much.
Yeah, I don't.
No
I don't
net
know.
can catch that.
he's got 2 Golden Globes, It's like, ba-boom, ba-boom.
And his butt. He's so odd. Because he's just even more than the huge butt. Just all of his dimensions are off.
Yeah.
He looks like a Capcom drawing of M. Bison, but in real life.
Yeah.
He does. He has the proportions of M. Bison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But dressed in, Jinko jeans
Yeah.
instead of fascist Hugo Boss.
And Bison's Day Off.
M. Bison in Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ.
Well, he won that one. And I have nothing more to say about this match.
I have nothing more.
Okay, we skipped Cedric and Kalisto. Oh, right. The other weird thing about this whole pay-per-view is that literally everyone retained because this is like a weird,
Non-canonical,
yeah.
outside of space and time wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super odd. I mean, we watched it because we thought they're putting it on TV. It's probably something's going to happen.
When are we going to learn?
It's kind of like when they released that Howard the Duck edition of the Civil War storyline in Marvel, and you're like, well, I guess Howard the Duck would be in this, but
Yeah.
I don't really know why.
That is a deep cut that I do not get.
I get it.
I
I'm
had
with
lost that. But all I know is that this wrestling both happened and didn't happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is like Schrodinger's wrestling.
It was like
Yeah.
episode 8 of Twin Peaks.
Except completely unintegral to the plot instead
Yeah.
of the key of understanding it all.
That's
Or
true.
maybe not, actually.
Right.
Who knows?
I'm pretty sure I did see an amphibious creature crawl into someone's throat.
That was just Bray Wyatt.
Rey Mysterio.
By the way, we skipped also the Bray Wyatt match, and we're moving on.
I was literally just going to say, I was like, Bray Wyatt wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was.
apparently
We
he was
skipped
there.
it. We
Oh,
also
God, I'm
skipped
sorry for that.
Apparently- Yeah, apparently Bray and Matt did win belts
because there was a vacant title.
because someone had to take a belt.
Someone had to take a
They
belt.
had to make a decision.
Oh.
So there you go.
It had to be like your goth uncles that embarrass you.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
there are stakes, we promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies to whichever airport employee had to do the pat down on Bray Wyatt.
Oh my god. Oh my
They just let him
God.
go. They're just like, just go.
No latex
No.
glove is thick enough.
No.
To
You
protect
do it with
your
boxing
soul.
gloves.
From across the room. It's like a Reiki healing session.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you two?
We did watch the ladders, though.
Yeah, wait, we skipped Jeff Hardy. He beat Jinder Mahal. Okay.
Oh,
no.
Jinder Mahal was there?
Yeah.
Great.
Maybe.
I did
Wait,
notice...
no. I'm still not sure I watched... watching this feels like when I think about watching Mulholland Drive.
Is that when we went to go get ice cream?
This is like, it's like I had a dream about the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But without
and then you
women,
woke up and nothing
a
changed.
nightmare because
Yeah.
no women were there.
Yeah.
So then the Bludgeon Brothers retained against the Usos. Team Spirit costume.
Can I just say that I'm personally embarrassed on behalf of America because of the Bludgeon Brothers? And watching them walk in dressed like that, I just hung my head in shame. For like the first time, maybe since this morning when I read the news. It was rough.
I hate their like reject Resident Evil 4 villain outfits, and I know that their masks are designed by Tom Savini, who is like a legend in horror, and I still hate them.
That makes it sadder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That he even like gave up.
Wasted
and, like, couldn't-
potential.
He just like
In
I don't
case
know.
he's listening, like this isn't like a criticism of you, but like something's got to be done.
That's just a Party City ass mask.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. You
Tom-
literally just like put an elastic band around a skull that you found at like the Brooklyn Oddities flea market.
Yeah, Tom Savini, level your pussy up, buy it on iTunes.
Yeah,
Ah,
for sure.
sponsor shout out.
Okay, next we watched this match because it had
We
people
did.
we liked in it. Rollins versus Balor versus Joe versus The Miz. Rollins obviously retains.
Yeah.
In a really, the win was cool. It actually looked surprising and unexpected and like cool.
Because
Yeah.
Finn got lashed by the belt.
Was it the belt that knocked his eye gunk out of his gunk?
I really do think
Yeah.
that he was not bleeding when he started climbing the ladder, and Seth didn't do anything to him that even connected with his face, but right when he pulled the belt down, the belt
right.
did hit him right where he started bleeding.
As someone
almost
who,
positive.
as someone who grew up like with corporal punishment, I recognize it when I see it. I
God.
know
you
when
know what it looks like to get hit in the face by a belt.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's dark as fuck.
yeah.
Well, did you look as good with a beautiful blood-streaked face?
If you're smart, you don't leave marks.
oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Remember when I
Even
said that I was
though-
having a nightmare with the WWE? It's not over.
No, this is mine. I mean, I live in this nightmare every day. But
I talk about something brighter like the Mrs. Red Golden Butt.
Oh, yeah, he looked great.
He looked cute!
3 of the 4 wrestlers were just at peak handsome.
Yeah.
Like, they all...
Joe is probably handsome to someone out there with a
I mean-
specific
Oh.
body type.
He's as handsome as he's going to get. He's peak handsome for him.
with silver accents because of the paint coming off the ladder. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he highlighted the small of his back.
Yeah.
It's like a makeup tutorial on like how to use
Pheromone came in.
how to use
and
highlighter.
brushed him lightly with some silver
And they're
highlighter.
like, what if you have a really square body? Do you just put, and he's like, you put a little highlighter right where your tramp stamp would be.
It's a
Yeah.
proportionizing tip.
He's proportionizing!
By
good
the
for-
way, everyone, the word of today is proportionizing.
Yeah.
Proportionizing.
And if you don't know what that is, then why are you our fan? Like,
Most of our fans do not watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Or maybe
That's insane.
Maybe they were so busy watching this that they haven't caught it yet tonight. Like Gwarsenio
Gwarsenio has not watched the most
I haven't
recent
watched the new
episode.
one.
of Drag
Oh.
Race.
Well, prepare to have the word proportionizing stuck in your head for the rest of your life.
It already is.
great.
If you hadn't told him, he might have thought that we made it up.
Oh, he would have figured it out eventually. But so anyway, yeah, everyone looked great, and the
Yeah.
wrestling was
Fine.
not not bad.
It was good. It was
Compared-
probably the best wrestling of the night.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was not great by any real standards, but grading on a curve.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Just
I,
did
yeah.
A plus.
I love a gimmick.
Everyone put in the work.
Yeah.
You do love a gimmick, though. There were multiple ladders.
Anything with a ladder or just furniture or like
Yeah.
something from the hardware store that's incorporated as a weapon. In fact, later on, wasn't there a moment with a folding chair? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but
There was a folding chair.
Yeah, that made me
but
happy too.
not for this match.
No,
This was
right.
all ladders
Just ladders.
There's all ladders.
and a weaponized belt.
Yes.
Accidentally, but it
Accidentally.
counts.
I feel like Rollins is going to get backstage and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Finn's
And
fans
Finn will be
are gonna
like,
tear him
bitch,
to
I look
shreds.
great.
Yeah.
He's like, are you seeing this? I am living,
Yeah, he should
honey.
just have
That's
that as a look.
I also have like a similar cut above my eye to that, and when it happened, it was at like a concert, and I was bleeding like just all over my face, and I called my girlfriend at the time. I was like, "Yeah, can you come inside? I'm just like covered in blood." She's like, "Oh my god, what happened? Like, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. Just bring the camera. This looks awesome."
Perfect. I had a chandelier accident at the lab last month where a chandelier fell on my face and then pinned me to the floor. And I had a beautiful cut, and 2 days later, a wonderful black eye that if I could have gone straight to like a bootleg tattooer to get permanent, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
wow.
The phrase pain is beauty is becoming so literal right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks
This is
would be
what
proud.
Drag and wrestling will do to you.
Take almost dying, but make it fashion.
If you're not bleeding, you're not doing drag.
You also said Samoa Joe was bleeding. You saw that?
No, Finn
Okay.
cut his hand very early in the match and it stopped bleeding. I think he just like...
I
it
thought I
just-
saw Samoa Joe bleeding because when he was crouched over the floor and there were droplets on the ground and it looked like something from like 28 days later.
Oh no!
I think it was just like body moisture.
It was a particularly viscous sweat.
But there were dark drops on the ground and I was worried that he was bleeding from the face.
I think he was fine.
I think he was fine.
He was just oozing from the face.
Yeah, a different substance.
He just didn't make a big dramatic deal out of it like Finn, where he's like, oh, I'm on top of a ladder and I'm poetically bleeding from my beautiful face.
He learned from gays.
Wells for boys.
Yeah.
That's enough of that horrible match. No, just kidding. It was fine.
It was fine.
Less good was AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which keeps getting billed as this kind of like dream match.
Yeah.
And it's not. And it turns out both of these people are kind of boring with each other.
How many times is it going to go?
They're doing it again, like in a week.
Yeah, they keep really wanting to sell that home. They were, it was the most frustrating thing about WrestleMania was because they were like, the whole gimmick of the match was just, this is going to be the best match. And you have the audacity to be boring.
Yeah.
How dare you? How fucking dare both of you?
You can't just throw some stones on your leggings, AJ, and like think you're giving us something extra. We've seen it. We have seen it.
I've seen stoned leggings.
Yeah.
Not from him. To be fair, not from AJ. Like
now we have, though.
Yeah.
So she better pull out something, a better reveal for the next
I will
episode.
expect at
Wig
least
reveal.
a stone every time.
It
Oh my god,
wasn't
if
even-
AJ had like a wig reveal, if there was something, if there was like a little pixie cut under that mom
Oh
wig.
my god.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I was straight up just like Monet Pussycat wig.
Yeah.
Under there would
Face
be
crack
amazing.
of the season.
I would love it.
Oh.
But yeah, the bedazzling didn't thrill me. It was like it was like a Mickey James kind of bedazzling.
Yeah.
Like you can tell it's Southern bedazzling.
Yeah.
Southern bedazzling sometimes is way more, though. We have Crimson Scholar in our Nobodies crew, and she knows how to bedazzle something.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because she is from the South, and they do not fuck around with a bedazzler.
They do not.
It was like bedazzling rot of sadness where you're trying to do more, and then you like hit a point where you're like, this isn't working, and you just stop.
He bedazzled those tights through tears.
Through tears. And then was like, well, I guess this is the best I
Through
can
the
do.
tears of getting punched in the dick for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's with the dick punching?
That's just his bad guy move?
Like,
yeah,
that's
just his heel finisher.
It's weird.
It's a weird way to broadcast. I mean, like, I get it because it's not nice to punch someone in the dick. Like, I'm not saying that it's a supportive or positive or like face thing to do, but like, there has to be more to your heelness than I punch dicks.
Well,
Like, that's just not like a character trait.
I'm not really a Nakamura fan. I've been just kind of waiting since it just feels like a guy someone's like, he's great, and you're just waiting to see anything. I like the new song, and I liked the stripy outfit.
there was some tension here over the stripy outfit. Because
Not a fan.
I am a big. Tom and I are fans.
We liked it. Ariel, I feel like we're indifferent.
Yeah, I don't think that I am capable of forming strong feelings about Nakamura any longer.
I
Fair.
just want
That's very fair.
his pants to be legging, like tighter, because
I
they just
agree.
they look ill-fitting, and they look like they make a potato bag chip noise when they're moving.
Oh, yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah.
I want the shape to be doing. I don't love it. It's just
It's
I
not
think
what I
it's
would
better
choose.
than normal.
Yeah. It's like, right. It's like
It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
like a monkey's paw wish that he made for like really cool art pants, and it came true in like a bad way. But like it's still, I can see his wish is still evident somewhere in there.
I wonder, it's like, you know that rule in fashion that like everything looks bad unless Rihanna's wearing it. I wonder if
Is
Rihanna.
that a rule?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would love to see her in like Nakamura cosplay. It would be so fucking funny.
She I
Samoa
wonder.
Joe's
I bet
big
she would look
shorts.
good. I bet she would look good.
she
would
should
look
do
good.
all of that.
She could make anything look good.
A dick punch, she could do it. The thing I liked about the dick punch, it is universal, and I feel that it translates to all cultures.
It's
Yeah.
true. The Saudis understood
Yes.
what was happening in the story of that match.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
There was actually a lot of like dick play in this whole thing, because then later during the Rumble there was some like dick action on the ropes with was it Cass at the end?
I don't know. We'll get to that in the Rumble.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't want to peek ahead. I'm just saying there was dick play.
You did say that.
It's just a constant feature in wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like that's what we have to take to the world. You know, like we didn't invent it, but we like perfected it.
We as in
America.
queer people?
I was like, who's we?
Yeah, I didn't know where that was.
Did which of we, I don't know if anyone perfected dick play, but certainly I don't know which we perfected. Like that's just like I don't know if I'm taking credit as a part of any we. Whichever Venn diagram I'm part of that overlaps with the dick play, and several do.
I think you're
I don't know if
involved.
any of us perfected it.
No, but but you contribute in your small
Oh,
way.
I'm involved in dick play. No one's disputing that. No one's disputing that.
No, I think everyone knows.
I
Should we
don't know.
move
I
on
don't-
to the
yeah.
next match?
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
also
enough.
don't know about that because we didn't build a wrestling gimmick around it.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the next match?
Undertaker versus Rusev.
Oh, another one. I forgot that it happened just because there was so much and I'm overwhelmed. I mean, I like both of these human beings.
I liked it. Is that weird?
No, that's not weird.
I thought I was going to hate it.
It was bizarrely poetic on like several levels.
Go on, explain those levels.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, like, there was, the ending had, like, a beautiful,
Oh
like,
my God.
lover's twist to it.
Oh,
you know, there was,
right.
like, a gothic romance ending to the whole match that was, like...
Them both getting put in the casket, which I even said at the beginning, when you brought it up as a possibility,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, this will be my favorite match if that just happens.
Yeah.
And
They
then
can
it
do
did.
anything.
When I noticed that it was, like, a California king-size casket that was, like, big enough for, like, a Rusev and a half, and then I was like... And then when he made a grab for him... what's his face?
Aiden English.
Aiden English, thank you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was like, this has got to happen. But, you know, like, my wishes so rarely come true.
Yeah, no, they're 69ing Underground forever.
Forever.
Like a Gemini.
It's
like
great.
an obnoxious Gemini.
Like a human
Don't
skeleton.
bring astrology into this. How dare ye? I want to give Rusev special credit for selling extra hard
Oh,
in
yeah.
this match.
That was
because
amazing.
Undertaker, though a legend, is old and not the most mobile person that I've ever seen on the planet.
Yeah.
And so he needs a little extra push from the younger, spunkier kids, and Rusev really gave the 110% to,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
make this look like it was an evenly matched situation.
It was not.
Oh, it was not.
Yeah.
No.
My theory is that he was just more awake because he didn't have to travel as far because Bulgaria is so much closer to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, boy.
He lives in Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
With Lana.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
mow the lawn.
It's great.
That's a
They
good
don't
point.
wear clothes when they do it, apparently.
Wow, a lot of strange details.
Yeah.
That I didn't expect to stumble upon.
Sorry
for
you didn't
this.
get to be buried together.
Well, there's still
No
time.
women allowed!
She could drive to the cemetery to visit his grave.
If she's wearing a headscarf.
Yeah.
If she brings a shovel, she can bury herself next to him.
Oh my god. I would love to watch that. Just because Lana would sell it to like 100%.
Are women
Oh.
allowed to dig graves in Saudi Arabia?
Driving, that's it. Just driving. Not out of the country, just around.
Is this-
like
yeah.
around the block?
Is this
Yeah.
section culturally insensitive?
No.
I'm maybe.
I don't
know. I'm probably not going to edit it out, but I'm also I'm going to not endorse it. How about that?
Oh my god, that is so Valerie Cherish of you.
I
And I have it on tape.
Jane.
Yeah.
Jane.
Which is basically the WWE's attitude towards this whole event. They're
Yeah.
like, we're doing it, but we aren't happy about it.
Yes.
Right.
I'll
We're just
say it.
taking the money and saying thank you.
Yeah. Literally, that's everyone's attitude towards it. That was mine to doing this
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's wrestling, but so much of it, like, it allows you to suspend your disbelief, you know, so that you don't feel that in every moment.
Yeah, this time you did.
Yeah.
Oh, it was gritty.
The layers of, like, political complicity we had to just accept to watch this and then also pay for it, because we all have network subscriptions.
Yeah. How gray was my moral gray area?
So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe the cultural sensitivity issue actually isn't the worst one.
It was hard.
Worst
maybe-
in the modern world is a tough thing to
Do
pick.
you
Yeah.
think we're going to be able to hear Gwarsenio's dog snoring in the background of this whole podcast?
I hope so,
No.
everyone. I hope that you can hear this dog snoring
She's so
because,
cute.
like, dog snores. It's probably the best thing about this podcast.
Yeah, it's definitely the most joyous part of the night.
Oh.
Wait,
That, or I actually liked. I like bald Aiden English now, and the little sunglasses. He kind of looks like the guy from Transmetropolitan. Do you know that book? We were doing comics earlier. I don't know.
I got the reference. It
Yeah.
took me a second. I never liked Transmetropolitan because it seems like Tank Girl for straight people.
Yeah, kind of.
Wait, are you talking about the one who has all the tattoos?
Yeah, it's just bald and has the little glasses.
Yeah, but he has like crazy tattoos all over his body. Yes.
Yeah, he does have that.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I have a
even make
weird
it
story
through-
that's for offline about that.
Okay, great.
I couldn't make it through any of those books because I was just like,
You're fine.
Tank Girl's better.
Yeah, you were 100% right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, sure.
He looked horrifying, and now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I see what
There
you're
you go.
saying.
Yeah, it's not great. It's just, everyone tonight is not great. They're just improving.
Not everyone is improving. John Cena. is
Some
not
people are getting
improving.
worse.
Oh, poor Papa Undertaker.
And he gets worse with every step he takes.
Do you think when are they just going to actually have him do a last match? Like,
I thought that happened last
like
year.
breaks for legs now. It's just like, what are they gonna do?
I really appreciate the drama, but like, it doesn't feel right.
He doesn't look great. Neither does his jacket. His jacket has like ringworm now.
yeah.
What did you say? You called it a series of unfortunate events, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was horrible. I almost would have rathered him come out as Biker Taker to Limp Bizkit and show those Saudis some real American culture.
Yeah.
I would
Scooter
love
Taker.
Scooter Taker.
Oh no. Oh.
Rascal Taker.
You can edit that out. It's fine.
No, I'm saying oh no because of how on the brink of its reality we are.
Oh
no.
He's gonna have to like what is the name of the brand of those little old
Jazzy?
people scooters? Yeah,
The
he's gonna
Jazzy scooter?
Jazzy scooter
Hell yeah.
real soon.
Because I made a horrible joke, though. I want you to know that I'm recording this wearing an Undertaker T-shirt.
She is.
It comes
Undertaker Coffin Club.
from... I say with love.
I'm kind of jealous of it, and next time the WWE is a sale, I'm 100% buying one.
I'm gonna make myself a Jazzy Taker t-shirt.
Ooh, Jazzy Taker. I would totally wear it.
I wouldn't.
I bet he would wear it.
I don't know. Roman and Brock wrestled. Remember the things we said about Brock last time? They all still stand.
So the main event was the Royal Rumble with 50 people, many of whom I had heard of.
You actually, I was really impressed by you keeping up with most of the names, to be perfectly honest. You knew 90% of them.
Yeah, I know. I love that you talk about me as though I'm like your mom who recognized everyone in the movie. Like
That's how I think of you, basically.
I took my mom to see Silver Linings Playbook, and she knew that it wasn't Jennifer Aniston in the lead role.
Oh my god.
That's how I have to treat you, I feel like.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't really know
I
whether
just want-
I'm surprised
I
by
just
this.
want everyone to be on the same page about, like, I want you to know that I know.
With 50 wrestlers, I feel like everyone gets a pass because after a
Yeah.
while, I felt like it's like that thing where you've been making out with someone for too long and you just can't even feel your face anymore and you kind of forget you're even there.
Yeah.
And then you kind of come to and remember that you're still, technically making out.
That's right.
Is that an experience that others share?
I don't know. I was with you a little bit. I was like, oh, he's going to talk about when you make out forever, and then it's just like that weird thing where you're just a little detached, and you both notice that you have like the same breath or whatever.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For a while, it started to feel very close in the room.
Tom and I are on a separate journey right now.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
we're
having that
leaving
journey
both
with
of you.
you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I
Anyway,
would like to be left behind.
We should talk about the match.
So Daniel Bryan comes in first. We almost need
Are we
t-shirts.
gonna
that say-
go through all 50
We'll do it fast.
people?
We'll do it fast.
Oh my god.
Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, who cares? Sin Cara comes in, does a flip. It's stupid. Curtis Axel comes in, don't remember what he did. Mark
like the-
Henry
Okay,
comes in.
wait, what?
It's like the
Are we
Animaniacs
actually
song.
doing- I think we gotta. This is gonna be
Mark
crazy.
Henry, Mike Kanellis. Oh, the sumo guy. Any
That guy
thoughts
was
on
great.
sumo guy?
Who?
He was
What
here
was
for.
that?
We left in 20
Skits?
seconds.
I like Daniel Bryan's ring gear. That's it. That's the only fashion note I have.
Daniel Bryan looked good tonight.
He looks great.
Yeah.
And then he was pulverized to like a.
What was going on?
I do want to rewind at some point. I don't think I have the strength to revisit
No.
this, but part of me is really curious as to who was just putting him through an
It
actual
was like
meat grinder.
Catwoman, except for it was Saudi Arabia, so it couldn't be Catwoman.
It was like the Halle Berry Catwoman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her stunt double that was a man.
It was Catman.
It looked like
That's what they have instead of
his
Catwoman.
chest looked like when you start making a PB&J and it's just the first swipe of jelly.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, but accurate, yes.
I am
Yeah.
not eating that sandwich.
You will. It's good. It's
All right,
good.
who else do we actually want to talk about?
So then it goes Victor, Kofi Kingston, Tony Nese, Dash Wilder, Hornswoggle.
Oh no, there was a
Hornswoggle.
collective exhale of just depression.
That was
Yeah.
really sad. It's really sad to watch. Like, since you turned me on to like Lucha, I was so upset to see their version of like Masquerita.
Yeah.
It was really upsetting.
I don't know. Is it like condescending of us to like think that it's upsetting that he was there?
I don't know. I hope that he's
literally don't know.
There's no way they used him properly.
I know what it is like in an American audience when someone is like feeling empowered and making their living and doing their cool thing and like working with what they got. Like we've seen that, and then it's just something about like exporting that to Saudi Arabia where I have no idea what they're even seeing. And from the audience reaction, it was really hard to tell if they were like with him or if they just were entertained because he was, you know, an
It's true.
oddity.
And he's just like, he's dressed like a literal fucking leprechaun.
yeah,
Yeah,
that shit's
yeah.
fucked up.
He got in some good moves and stuff, but I felt that it was like played for like comic relief in a way that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not the same thing where like
It's
Masquerita actually fights people and they like make him a little superhero and it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not feel like we were celebrating Hornswoggle.
No.
Although I bet some people were happy to see him.
Finn Balor took an
Sure.
Instagram picture with him, and it was so sweet. And it was
was
about how
cute.
they were both Irish. It
Yeah,
was
I
cute.
thought that was adorable.
Yeah.
That was the best part of Hornswoggle's night.
Surprise!
To
Finn
me.
Balor was totally sweet about it.
Just committed to being a cutie.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how dead inside Finn Balor looked on that like picture card thing?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Why? There are so many pictures of Finn Balor, and 99% of them he looks like a perfect angel because that's just what he looks like.
It was like a police sketch artist version of Finn Balor.
Yeah, it was weird.
Done by someone who hates him.
Yeah.
He was like the Dougie Jones of
Yeah.
Dale Cooper.
Like, tell us about the man who snatched your purse.
It like yeah, it was he and Seth both just looked like soulless vessels, and it looked like somebody did it on purpose. Like Vince was like, I can't. He's too beautiful. He's more beautiful than anyone in my company. We have to make him look.
Maybe The Miz did
Horrible.
it because, like, The Miz ended up looking so
Oh my
great.
God.
The Miz, like, sabotaged their headshots. What more, like, A-list character thing could you do?
Yeah, I want to just talk
showgirls
about
that
this.
photo.
Totally showgirls the photo.
I'm sorry. I just
Okay,
wanna
we have
talk
to
about
go.
this
We have to go
Photoshop.
back to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So then it's Primo Cologne, Xavier Woods, Bo Dallas,
Primo colon.
Primo Colon,
That is motherfucking colon. He has an anus on the actual O. It's colon.
Bo Dallas, Kurt Angle, looking like a fucking weird marionette.
Just a whole back. It's a man as a whole back.
Kurt Angle, in the episode where we first introduced Barrica to Kurt Angle and she does an impression of him, that's literally how he moves, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we made fun of her for it, but we were wrong and she was right.
She was right.
Yeah, he's Michael Keaton Batman, but all the time.
I miss Barrica.
R.I.P.
Scott Dawson, Goldust, who had a literal wardrobe malfunction.
Oh my god.
Goldust's whole front came out.
That whole girdle.
She showed all of Saudi Arabia her front butt.
Yeah, it was like fulsome, like,
Fulsome.
Oh my god.
realness.
It was, and like,
Was it a zipper that just malfunctioned?
I mean, the camera work tonight was mostly kind of shoddy, but they were real good at avoiding giving us the whole everything from.
I was worried the zipper was just going to go all the way down, and who knew what he was wearing.
They
under
practically
there.
digitally blurred it anyway.
It was
There are a lot of modesty laws in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
But Goldust managed to get out of the ring without ever giving a full frontal to the camera. So, like, someone somewhere did something right.
I would have
I love
respected him
him.
more if they had that, though, so he could just, like, show off, you know, like, beat his chest or whatever and seem manly. Instead, he seemed like he had something to hide, and that makes him look sad and sneaky.
there's
that
always
broke my
something.
heart a
There's
little
something
bit.
a little melancholic about Goldust every time I see him.
I know.
I
That's
do
true.
worry about him. Mostly, like, I am mostly filled with concern whenever his name is even said. Because I'm just like, oh god, he's gonna trot out here. And I'm just gonna, like, fret until he goes away again.
I just want them to make him a manager for Mandy Rose, and I want her to drag him on a leash. in his full bondage gear.
Just
He
for,
would
with a
love that.
gold leash. I think he would.
Yeah.
It would look.
He
really
would love
good.
it.
He would love it.
He would
He's
love
just,
it.
The thing about Goldust that I think is a little heartbreaking is he always just is so thrilled to be included.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I just relate to that in a way that is like dark for myself.
He feels very similar to like the Undertaker, where it's like it's good to see you, but oh my god,
Have a seat, sir.
But he's
You and
around
your
more
sand
often.
bones.
And they make more of a joke out of him too than the Undertaker. Like Goldust's character is basically a comedy character at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
It's a shame.
All
It
right.
was him seeing him with Alicia Fox made me cry. Okay, it goes Connor Elias. Elias, who we decided is one of the few people who actually has jeans that fit him in all of the WWE.
That's true.
Yeah.
Solid pants.
And can work a Golden Girls kimono.
Yeah, his gimmick is he's from Uniqlo.
Luke Gallows, Rhino, who's put on some weight.
More rhinocerosy every day.
I didn't see that. Maybe I see him too often, but I just felt that he was serving Rhino.
He looks like an actual beanbag. I call people beanbag as like a nickname, but that is just an actual human beanbag.
I said that he looked like when he runs, it's the sound that makes when you pour out a can of beans. Is the sound you hear when he's jogging somewhere.
And I said that his like aspirational goal on his pin board is a picture of the Kool-Aid Man. That's what he's aiming for.
That's power. That is real power.
Okay, then Drew Gulak, adorable, doesn't last very long.
Love Gulak.
Trucker Knight, one half of Heavy Machinery.
They are they're the best.
A sweet truck team made of trucks.
It was like Transformers.
Yeah.
Truck boys.
Sad, the other one wasn't there to
Oh
do
my
a jig.
god. I love his jig. I love his weird, like, oh yeah voice.
He makes a lot of weird noises. It's adorable. Bob
He's like my dog as a wrestler.
Oh. Ginny doesn't jig quite yet, but
That
You
reminds
just
me
wait.
of when we were watching and you said that Triple H had the same skin as your dog.
That's true. Triple H and like the Undertaker just collectively just have the right
They have it's like
little wrinkles.
a velvety hide.
Yeah.
with a hint of mange.
Aw. Don't say that about Ginger.
She
did-
had the mange.
She had mange.
Oh, she had it.
Just a smack of it.
Yeah.
Just a
Smack of
smack of
mange.
mane.
She's patchy and adorable now, and that's all she needs to be.
Okay, then it's Bobby Roode, Fandango, adorable.
Love Fandango.
With Fandango with a noticeable.
Pee-pee.
Oh, it was. It's the fabric was shiny.
You had a
and so
long journey about the fabric on
a shiny
Fandango.
fabric just shows every little bump and ridge, or not so little
you
bump
could-
and ridge.
You could finally see all the beams that were poured out of that can.
I saw Frank and Beans.
Frank
Yes.
and beans.
Like when you're running, that just it was a Nakamura moment.
Yeah, I'm sure the audience was a little frightened of that schmeckus.
Or excited. Then Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
match.
hell yeah.
killing it.
Raymond Mysterio. Not a good outfit, but I love him.
Oh,
Weird
God.
outfit on
Bad
him.
Very
outfit.
That's like a
diapery
weird
outfit.
frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just the best.
He did
So good. He's still
He's
so good.
so good. Frog is spot on.
He just looks like a frog.
Well, he jumps around a lot.
Yeah,
because-
he
so
looks
it's-
like a
but
little
it,
frog.
but it was. And the green isn't a problem for me. But it was a very diapery. Like it wasn't even a real brief. It was part of just the.
Yeah.
It was painted on.
Oh my,
Yeah.
yeah.
They painted a diaper on his body. Don't do that.
He looks like Brick
They
Frog from
painted
the Tick.
someone else's ass on his ass.
He looks like Frog from Chrono
He
Trigger.
was
Oh,
deproportionized.
He was any frog theme? Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
All right, moving on.
I kind of wanted him to win. Then
I did too.
Mojo Rawley,
He's
who
my
we
favorite.
decided we liked his high-waisted trunks
Yes.
and the color palette on them.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze, adorable.
A wonderful bodyguard moment when Fandango carried him. It helped him for all of 5 seconds, but it was still beautiful.
I don't think it was even a full 5.
No, I feel like I never get to see him wrestle. It's really sad.
I also
you
never get to see
ever-
him carried like Ariana Grande. And it was nice to get both of those.
He has
Sam High Pony. He's working on
he has
it.
a really
Yeah.
great, like, innocent, like, facial expression of, like, recognition of feelings in those moments
Yeah.
that I just find just terribly hot.
After we watched that weird thumb in butt Jushin Thunder Liger match, I went back and started thinking about Tyler Breeze famously was actually kind of taken seriously as a character in NXT.
Huh.
He wasn't like a comedy character, and he fought Jushin Thunder Liger once, and it was like a legendary match. And now he's just like a weird joke character.
He's so good at it.
And he's having so much fun with it.
He is having fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Him and Dango. Fashion police are the best.
Big E throwing pancakes everywhere.
Fuck,
Just a
Crotch
charming-
pancakes.
Oh, man.
I loved it.
Yeah, charming.
I thought he also showed up with like a belly. He was like, everybody's rhinoing. Jesus.
Oh man, when I saw it from the right angle, it was like that Elvis in that movie, is it Harem Scarum, where he has a visible erection. I saw him reaching down for something there, and I was like, there is something there. I was so relieved that it was pancakes. I was like, how did Big E run all the way down there and jump in the ring like with a full chub?
It was just pancakes.
Just pancakes.
Just pancakes.
Carl Anderson, Apollo Crews, Roddy, strong in his new undisputed gear.
Oh, he was doing great.
Roddy came in, backbraked 9,000 people.
It was great.
He's so good.
I didn't know who he was, and now I like him.
Yeah, you had a change of heart about Roddy.
Well, it was just that at first I didn't have a heart for him because I didn't know what that was. I was like, "What is this? Do I need to know who this is?" I thought he was going to be like a Meghan Trainor situation where he's another person who I instantly just want to forget that I knew existed. Yeah. But then he proved me wrong and became wonderful.
That is how I
really
feel about
exciting.
him. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's enough. Randy Orton, which was a
Boo!
disappointment.
No, fucking get him and his one
but the
tattoo.
crowd loved him. The crowd loved him.
They really did love him to a dangerous extent that made me concerned about our political.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird,
relations.
like that culture is attempting to actively westernize, and their idea of what westernization is
It's
Randy
Randy Orton.
and that's very scary.
You know what? Yeah, not wrong. A little bit.
Then it was Heath Slater, Baba Tunde, who I have no idea who that is. He was listed as an NXT wrestler. Never seen him
Good
before
for
in my
him?
life.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Hi.
Hi, he's enormous.
Yeah, bigger than Braun.
Seems like it would be more expensive to transport him there than some certain other wrestlers. Just pound for pound.
I don't think that's how they do it on planes.
What if it was how they did it?
Like
they do it by weight now?
He's not a carry-on.
If they're shipping them all freight together, then like maybe it's fine.
They don't transport them in like Jurassic Park enclosures.
Yeah, I want them to be like Westworld, where they're just like in some kind of hangar that is just.
Who's the next wrestler?
Who are we at? Randy Orton, Heath Slater, Baba Tunde, Baron Corbin. I feel like I'm doing like the Pokemon rap.
You are.
Oh my god.
Baron Corbin lasted a surprisingly long time, was ultimately the one to eliminate Daniel Bryan, which is...
No, that's Big Cass.
Oh, you're right. It's Big Cass. Sorry.
They're all one guy.
Normally unremarkable, but because of a mishap, Titus O'Neil...
oh my god!
Oh, that was
the moment of the night!
The trip heard around the world.
Yeah. If it was me, I just would have stayed under there. I just refused to come out.
Like, that's just where you live now.
Wait till the crowd leaves.
Just like, bring me my microwave meals underneath this ring. This is where I live and belong. Like,
yes.
He's just the weird Gollum of that space now.
Yeah.
That's how Gollum became Gollum. No ring. He just tripped under a wrestling ring.
Under the ring. That's a different ring.
Yeah, that's the one ring.
Are you a Gollum apologist? Is that what I'm hearing?
Anyway, but he came out and fought because he's a stronger man than any of us.
I saw a gif of him getting coins on the way to the ring and then tripping over a Mario banana. Like a Mario Kart
Fantastic.
banana.
Well done.
We're close to the end, guys. Dan Matha from NXT. Who the fuck knows why he was there? And
I don't know
also
who
what
that
did he
is.
do there? Braun Strowman,
Hooray.
a treat. Ty Dillinger, Kurt Hawkins, Bobby Lashley, Great Khali, who we had a long discussion about whether it was possible to proportionize the Great Khali.
It would take a team of at least 3 people.
And those 3 people are Yuriko O'Hara, Monet Exchange, and Cameron Michaels descending from the heavens.
And even then...
Oh, yeah. No, no. Please keep going with that.
No, I have nothing more to say about his body because I feel uncomfortable about thinking about it.
It is an uncomfortable body. The most uncomfortable I was the whole match was watching Bobby... Lashley drop everybody. Fuck up every move.
He botched a bunch.
It was bad.
Frightening.
For sure.
When he had, Big Cass up there, he, could have... I thought he killed him.
Not good.
It was really bad.
So Great Khali, Kevin Owens.
Love him.
Which, some interesting plot moments. Shane McMahon comes out after.
That was weird.
then Shelton Benjamin, then Big Cass, and then Jericho at number 50, who also has put on weight.
But
There's more bod in that dad bod. Happens.
he's on tour with his band that I will never listen to. I am terrified of what that sounds like, and I don't. He's gonna drink a light beer every now and then.
He
does
also
the grilling. He does all the grilling.
Yeah, he's grilling for everybody.
People have different proportionizations.
It's great.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those panties should be proportionized.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, it's always you just notice when there's changes.
When you have different portions, you need to reproportionize everything, including
true.
your wardrobe.
He also he can move. He knows how to move.
He's like a gazelle.
Yeah, like a weird, goofy gazelle.
I'm realizing now that even though you don't like Kevin Owens was the narrative anchor for the entire ending.
It's weird that it was most of the most compelling storyline moments were Kevin Owens.
Yeah, because Kevin is just good at telling a story. He's an oddly dressed human being for wrestling. It looks like a hardcore guy who's also going to ballet.
Yeah.
I just feel like all of the Kevin Owens stories are always the same story.
Yeah, I wish I wanted to hear that story.
He feels aggrieved by literally every person and everything.
Yeah.
He could start a fight with a turnbuckle, but it's just like listening to a men's rights activist where I'm like, you're fine.
Yeah.
You can stop feeling hurt now. Like, you're okay. I'm sorry that you think that this is a problem. It's just not. Your life is okay.
No one's taking anything away from you. It's fine.
I wish someone would take something away from him.
You still get to be Kevin Owens.
Ugh, go to
What
the
happened
zoo.
with Sammy?
Go to the zoo.
Why wasn't beautiful Sammy there?
So Sammy wasn't there because Sammy is Syrian, and the rumor for a minute was that he did not, the WWE said, if you don't feel comfortable going to this event, we're not going to make you. And then later it came out, unless I'm reading this wrong or rumors are wrong, that he was told not to come because Syria and Saudi Arabia have some kind of political discontent that I am not politically savvy enough to know about.
Fair enough.
I think they call that beef in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
They don't call it that on, a geopolitical scale. I will say that is, I don't think that countries tend to have beef.
I think that's where we're headed. I think that's what tonight's match shows us.
I don't know. Have you watched, MSNBC lately? They've been talking about, politicians throwing shade and showing the receipts, and I'm like, guys, you are supposed to take this seriously.
Yeah, also,
Jesus.
love us before you, take our shit.
Yeah.
You could love us. Have
Yeah.
you tried it?
No. Turns out, no.
Anyway,
It's cool.
let's put a nail in this double-decker coffin.
Okay, Braun wins, which I guess makes sense because
Sure.
he's indomitable.
Why not?
He gets
I
a
like
trophy
Braun.
made of swords.
Plastic swords.
Swords from the
Oh
mall.
my god. I thought it was kind of fabulous,
A
to be
Spencer's
honest.
gift trophy.
It
Not
looks
the
like-
worst thing. It's going to be lighter in his carry-on when he has to check it on the way home.
It
my
looks
God.
it looks like a rocket ship made for pirates. I don't know.
We did say more things should be made of swords.
Yeah,
I want everything made.
Can we
out of
just make
swords.
more things entirely out of swords?
Comment below with something you think should be made out of swords.
Yes.
How do we make a podcast out of swords?
I don't know.
Swords.
That's my
the
koan.
podcast.
My koan.
On that
Say it
note,
to yourself as you're meditating. How do I make a podcast out of swords?
How Do I Make a Podcast is our podcast. How do I make a podcast?
Weirdly, we don't know because we still can't figure out how to get it on iTunes.
Yeah, we can't do this.
Can someone figure that out for us?
It sounds like an extra step that I don't know if
You
we
should
need to
have
take
put
this
that at the
point.
beginning.
Dude, no one's listening anymore.
Right.
We're talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
Should we wrap? Should we wrap that shit up?
Yeah, we're done here.
All right. Thank you for our special guests, Gwarsenio Hall and Tom Blunt. We will post their social meteors below.
Do you guys have anything to plug real fast?
2 Minutes Late Night is taping a new episode on May 3rd. That's a Thursday at St. Vitus. It's gonna be fun.
And we're going to be selling a perfume to accompany it.
Oh. look
Oh
at that.
yeah.
Promotional tie-in.
Yeah, it's like you set it up so perfectly.
We did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's DJ Accident Report. I'm Ariel Italic. Lady Berica Andrews has been ejected into space. We'll see you soon.
Good night.